Lawmakers could be called back to Austin. It's June 16th, 2025, and these are your headlines. Governor Greg Abbott is leaving the door open for a potential special session of the Texas legislature, signaling that unfinished Republican priorities, particularly a ban on taxpayer-funded lobbying, could soon bring lawmakers back to Austin. During a speech at the Harris County GOP's annual Lincoln Reagan dinner on Friday, Governor Abbott acknowledged that lawmakers had failed to deliver a ban on the practice, telling attendees, "All I can say is we may not be done yet," talking about, of course, taxpayer-funded lobbying. His remarks come as grassroots pressure intensifies. Over the weekend, the state Republican Executive Committee passed a resolution urging the governor to call a special session to address several issues that failed to cross the finish line during the regular session, including taxpayer-funded lobbying and stronger property tax relief. The push to end taxpayer-funded lobbying has been a long-standing legislative priority for the Republican Party of Texas. Despite strong support among GOP voters, the effort has repeatedly stalled in the Texas House, often due to opposition from local government officials and the lobbyists they hire with public funds. This session, the Texas Senate once again passed a bill that would have prohibited cities and counties from using taxpayer dollars to lobby the legislature. However, that bill was amended to exempt certain taxpayer-funded lobbying organizations like the Texas Association of School Boards and the Texas Municipal League. Even in its weakened form, the bill never received a committee hearing in the Texas House. Representative Ken King, who chairs the powerful House State Affairs Committee, refused to set the bill for consideration, effectively killing it before it could reach the floor. The governor has shown a willingness to repeatedly bring lawmakers back to Austin to complete his agenda when he feels it is necessary. In 2023, he called 4 special sessions. In 2021, there were 3. If Governor Abbott does decide to call a special session, he alone will set the agenda, and lawmakers will have up to 30 days to consider only the issues he designates. During the quarterly meeting over the weekend, the State Republican Executive Committee approved an amendment to their party rules, which leaders say will clarify, strengthen, and solidify the GOP's commitment to allowing only Republicans to choose Republican nominees. Chairman Abraham George said that this move reflects the will of Texas grassroots conservatives and honors the clear directives from the delegates of the 2024 state convention, who voted overwhelmingly to close our primaries. He added that only Republicans should pick Republican nominees. That's how we protect our platform, our values, and our future. Texas is red. Let's keep it that way by keeping our primaries red. Well, Chairman George said the issue's been exacerbated by the failure of the state legislature to act. The new Texas GOP rule would require voters to register with the Secretary of State as a Republican before voting in the primary, setting up potential litigation, either from the party or against the party. While the party's actions are expected to be challenged in court, Republican leadership appears committed to pushing forward. The new rule is intended to take effect for the 2026 primary elections.
What are the important things out there in Texas politics and Texas news that matter to you, and what can you do about it? That's what we want to bring you with the Luke Macias Show on a weekly basis for 20 to 30 minutes. That way you can get the information and go do something for the rest of your week. I look forward to coming to you every Wednesday.
Oscar Rosales, an illegal alien with a violent record across 2 countries, will face the death penalty for gunning down a Harris County deputy. Rosales, a Salvadoran national living in Texas illegally, was found guilty of murdering Precinct 5 Constable Deputy Charles Galloway in a January 2022 shooting. Rosales claimed it was a case of mistaken identity, alleging he believed the officer's vehicle was occupied by cartel-affiliated strip club bouncers from a location he had visited earlier that night. Well, following the shooting, Rosales fled to Mexico. He was apprehended and extradited to the United States in under a week. During the trial, Rosales did not dispute the facts of the case. He was the individual involved in the shooting, and he did kill Corporal Galloway. His family served as his primary character witnesses, describing his efforts to protect younger individuals during cartel-related violence in El Salvador throughout the 80s and 90s. Well, less than 2 weeks ago, Rosales was found guilty of murder. Jury deliberations began last Thursday. During the sentencing phase, prosecutors played a video of the shooting, this time including audio in the recording. Galloway can be heard taking his final breaths. On Friday, following an additional 4 hours of discussion and nearly 3.5 years after the killing, he was sentenced to death. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.